Hey everybody, welcome to another training video from the Edge Pro. I'm Jason Sturm, owner of the store. And we're going to today talk through the Oster Volt, which is also the same model as the Hinge Sapphire. And I think there's the Opal as well. But with these tools, the one significant thing when it comes to maintenance gets around to the hinge itself. This is where people struggle to get things accurate and right. And so we're going to look into that today. Okay, we're looking again at the Oster Volt and some of its maintenance pieces. One of the things that people run into trouble with is the hinge itself. I'm going to show you first an example of why would we change a hinge on one of these clippers. This is actually an Oster A5 hinge, but I thought it would give us a close enough detail, similar enough to show us what we're talking about. One issue that we run into with the hinges is that the spring that gives strength to the tongue of the hinge where the blade slides on is it gets weak. And so what we significantly look through is if we can lift this at all like I'm doing here with my nail, it is worn out. It will not hold the blade nice and tight. So that'd be one reason we would want to replace this. Another reason is that these shoulders right in here are what the blade kind of sisters down over the top or saddles over. This corner, there's actually metal removed just due to the blades coming on and off over time. And what I'm talking about is, like here, we're going to push the latch forward and then the blade hinges up and down. Well, when this part of the blade, called the socket, saddles down over this base plate, if it starts to remove metal, it'll be loose and we'll get a rattle out of that. We can also have damage to the blade itself where these ears fold out, and we have that in other content on other videos. Looking at this then, the secondary piece to the hinge system is the latch. Now this is one of the latch mechanisms, and again I'll show it again here. This little button pushes forward, which advances the hook that's on the end of the latch mechanism. And what you'll notice here is here's the hook, if we can catch that in the camera, and then this one, the hook is gone. It's been broken. And so we would want to replace this. So let's go through where people start to struggle. Now this is the actual hinge and latch that go with this model. And notice this is a little different color, so it's going to go, this is for the Hinge version in the red, but again, the color of the button doesn't matter. It's more the overall specifications and sizes of things. But one of the things before we put this together that we have to do is there's two little wires on the back that are coil springs that are going to engage in these two little holes on the latch. And so we have to put those wires in the hole and then wrap this around to where it hooks into the hinge itself. The problem is if I do that right now, with this up and the wires sticking to the back, we're going to put those through the holes, and when we come to put it up into place, it's going to get caught in here and not let the wires go where they need to for use. Sorry, I about dropped it there. So what I'm going to have to do is preload these wires over two little flared barbs of metal that stick out on this tongue where it wraps around underneath to the spring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these wires and I'm going to bring them around that wire. But notice how I couldn't get that to travel up over that little hook. And we're going to take some closer footage here in a minute. But I'm trying to get that around there. It won't fit. So what I have to do is actually take and snap the hinge down. That gives clearance in this little zone right here. So now when I bring the wire up, it has a spot to get around that extra width, and then it'll land up here on top. We do that to both of these wires. Again, I'm trying to keep my hands where maybe we can see a little bit of what I'm doing here. There. Now both wires are loaded and they're sticking straight down 90 degrees to the hinge. Now when I go and put my latch over that, the wires are on the right or correct side of that flare, and will work properly when we install it. Otherwise, what happens if you didn't get that around there and we go to put the blade on, it's going to wrap those wires around in a improper bend, and it will not allow this latch to be spring-loaded, and it won't work properly. So again, here's one that's actually installed. I'll drop it down, and you saw this latch move back, and it's spring-loaded. That's what we want for action. I'm going to go ahead and lift it back up one more time. Again, it requires a screwdriver to lift that. So if you drop it down, and you can lift it by hand, that's what we talked about at the beginning, is that this part also is bad and we need to replace it. As far as actually changing this, it's a simple maneuver. We're going to take, this is a number 8 Torx, or actually I think, let me double check the size on that. Yes, I was right. Number 8 Torx screwdriver bit. We back out our 2 screws. Lay those aside so we don't lose them. And the whole hinge and latch mechanism, I'll snap it down, and that way it'll lift out. Down on the bottom, you can see the 2 wires are sticking straight up like I talked about before. And then we can set it back in place. Make sure it goes over our lever, and then there's a little capture area down here, 4 little corners that it's supposed to snap down into. We put our screws back in. So it's actually a very easy repair to do, unless you forget to take care of those 2 wires. That is the main content we wanted to share. So we thank you for your attention. If you liked our video, please hit the like at the bottom, and we look forward to more training videos in the future. If you have any ideas of things that you'd like us to train on or show you up close, be sure and put that in the comments. Thank you very much.